they are. Okay, folks, the tape is rolling. Today's date is the 29th of July, 1994. We're at Castle Air Force Base Air Museum. And in the sights of the camera is Patricia, my sister. And we are in front of, let's see what kind of aircraft this is. This is an old vintage aircraft because we're at the Castle Air Force Base Air Museum. And this thing here is called a B-24 Liberator. Okay, now the B-24 is a bomber from World War II. It's an old vintage World War II bomber. Anything that has a B in front of it, Pat, is called a bomber. Oh. That means it drops the bombs and all that kind of good stuff, right?
Yes.
And anything with an F in front of it is called a fighter, like an F-15 or an F-10 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Anything that has FB in front of it is a combination fighter and bomber.
Whoa.
Okay, now the fighter is the one you see on TV with the dog fights, when they're flying around shooting each other down. Yes. That's a fighter aircraft. Okay, and it shoots missiles and all that kind of good stuff.
Right.
All right, now the bomber is the one that just drops bombs. Now that's a spy plane.
No, that's a spy plane.
That's called the SR-71, and the S stands for spy reconnaissance. SR.
Okay.
Okay, spy reconnaissance plane.
Okay. All right.
SR-71. It's retired now. Air Force no longer uses that aircraft, but it was our #1 spy plane for a lot of years, and it was a top secret aircraft.
If anyone heard about it, they had to kill them.
Well, I'm not going to say nothing. You didn't hear from me.
That's right.
All right?
Okay.
Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies.
Or no truth.
Or something. Okay?
Okay. And what do we have over here?
Okay, that aircraft over there looks like a fighter plane.
So A stands for what?
The A is just a A9A. That's, in other words, that's the tail number of the aircraft.
Oh.
It doesn't tell you what it is.
Okay.
It tells you it's the tail number. Okay. So you can identify, oh yeah, the tail number was Alpha 9 Alpha.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But from here, I can't say what it is, but it looks to me like it was some kind of fighter aircraft. Now, we're going to look over here at some of the aircraft, the vintage aircraft that have been put here on display at the museum. These aircraft naturally have been retired from active duty, and they have been restored by volunteers. People who restore these aircraft don't get paid.
Oh, no, volunteers.
Volunteers. And they have to collect money from different private sources in order to maintain these aircraft.
Oh.
So the government doesn't give them money.
Yeah.
Different donations got to come in. They have a trust fund set up for the Castle Air Force Base Museum for the restoration.
There.
Yeah, they paint stuff on there.
Restoration.
Yeah, something like that. It costs money to do that. Okay?
Sure.
And that's an old fighter aircraft right there.
Okay. I see it's got fatigue on it.
Yes, camouflage. All right. Now, I don't know if we can get in here or not because the museum is closed at the moment.
Right.
So this thing here may be locked. We may not be able to get inside. But why don't you try going through that, see if it works.
All right.
Okay, in that case it works. We're going inside.
We're inside.
Now, we're the only ones here at the moment because officially right now the museum is closed.
Well, that's okay.
But we're here.
Are we allowed to be here?
Hey, we're here. Yeah, we're here whether we're allowed to be or not. We're here.
Daisy May.
They go lazy
Almost
Daisy
like
May.
those, Daisy Dukes, huh?
Something like that.
That's probably where the Daisy Dukes came from.
Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me none. Now that's an airplane because it has the propellers on it. Okay.
That's right. What? That's a machine gun sticking out.
Right. See, that's an old aircraft used probably from World War II or the Korean War.
And you should sit right in here somewhere, right?
Right. And the airplane, people sit right up in there. It was hot as hell in those damn things. And the pilots had to sit in them.
North American B, that's a bomber.
Yes, a bomber. A B-25J Mitchell.
It's a crew of 7 people.
Yeah. Imagine sitting 7 people in that hot thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's an old B.
All right. Yeah,
that should be in the museum, too.
Oh, well. No, that's an aircraft towing unit right there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's called a ute. All right, how do you say, unit, something or other. In other words, it tows aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, let's move along.
Moving right along, y'all. That's another bomber.
What's this?
That right there shows you what a bomb looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bomb?
That's a small bomb. You haven't seen the big one. All right.
Whoa, please help. Castle Air Museum is operated by volunteers and a non-profit. We don't have any money.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were going to drop a quarter in there, but okay.
No, you don't have a quarter. Oh, you got money in there, huh?
No.
Oh.
Just kidding.
No, there's a slot back there.
Oh, my God, please.
Probably do drop money in
I
there.
guess you do. Scared of them.
If I would have kept reading it, it would have told us to drop something in here.
I know. We probably would have dropped something in, too. But anyway, not important. You didn't want to know about that.
No,
Anyway, this right here is like a Lear plane. In other words, one that carries people.
So, carries people?
Yeah, it's like a crew plane, more or less. It's a U.
Well, the crew is only 2.
Yes, a U-6A. So you only have, well, you carry passengers in it. All right. I forget what the U means, but you have human cargo in there.
So this is the U.S. Air Force?
This is the United States Air Force. So these are the United States Air Force vintage aircraft.
The name of the base is Castle.
Right, Castle Air Force Base, right beyond that fence. The Air Museum is not the air base itself.
Right.
The Air Museum is a separate entity. It's privately owned. The air base does not own the Air Museum. Once the air base closes, the Air Museum will still be here.
Okay. Come on, we got a little bit more to do down here.
Yes.
I didn't know it was that many more.
Yes, a whole
I
shitload
thought
of
it was
them.
just these
Oh, no.
5 or 6 here.
Oh, no, she didn't.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a nice one. That looks like an old prop job. Well, that is an old prop job.
But look at that one over there. That's even older.
Yeah, that's a cargo plane, I believe. I don't think that's a bomber over there.
Okay.
Okay. That's nice, though, huh?
Yes, it is. And,
now, these prop jobs are from World War II and the Korean War. The Korean War is when they first introduced jet aircraft into combat. Okay? That's when jets first started being used. And helicopters first started being used in the Korean War. Before Korea, there were no helicopters and there were no jets in use.
Oh,
okay?
What are they getting ready to do? Are they cleaning it?
Yeah, they're just doing some work over there.
Okay.
They probably just brought it out recently.
Volunteers, huh?
No, those are those are airmen right over there.
Oh.
They get it started.
Oh, so they bring a lot. They bring these planes here.
Yes, because they got to tow them here.
Now that must be a jet.
That right there is one of the older jets.
Yeah, because I don't see propellers.
All right. So it's probably, hey, you're getting good. All right.
Yeah, I'm catching on.
Getting scared of you. Anyway. Anyway, they use this one probably in Korea.
Oh, it looks Korean.
Yeah, it's an old jet.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Korean War was fought back in 1950 to 1952.
Oh, before I was born.
Yes.
Way before I was born.
But it ended when I was born in 52.
Oh.
Okay, so I ended the Korean War.
Well, good. I'm glad you did.
Yes, please.
It's still been going on now.
If it wasn't for me.
That's right.
All right, the way I got to look at it. Anyway.
Oh, look at the flight of the future, so.
Yes. Now, each aircraft gets its own name, and normally they name them after women, if you notice.
I've noticed it.
Yes. Right. All right. And that's the way they do, because men flying, so naturally if men are going to fly, they're going to name them after women. That's what's on their mind.
Of course.
All right.
That's
as it should
come
be.
Back to.
There you go. So they name them after females for the most part. All right. Okay, but that's a prop job right there, and that's that looks like a bomber from World War II. Okay. Fascinating, huh?
So airplanes were bombers too?
Yeah, airplanes were used as bombers.
But jets?
Jets can also be used as bombers.
Okay.
They can be used as fighters. See, in World War II, your bombers, your fighters, and your aircraft and your cargo aircraft were airplanes. They were prop jobs. Okay. Now, when the Korean War came into being, jets got introduced as not only fighters, but they were introduced as bombers and cargo planes. Understand?
Yeah.
So by the time the Korean War was finished, a lot of the aircraft being used were jets. But that still didn't mean that they ruled out the prop jobs, because even today they still have some airplanes being used to transport cargo and stuff like that. So you still see a few prop jobs being used, but they're old as hell. Because they're not going to make any more prop jobs, but they still have some operations.
Oh, okay.
Now, looking at that one, what do you think that one was? A fighter, a bomber, or cargo?
Just looking at it, it looked like it was a fighter.
Okay, let's take a look at it and see if you guessed it right.
Okay.
Look at the thing on there. It tells you. It says CF.
Yeah, that was a cargo, huh?
Right, it's a cargo plane. I thought it was a fighter myself.
I was going to say cargo, but then when I saw those things on the end, looked like little bomb things.
Well, they carry fuel tanks.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cargo first.
Okay. Well, that's what it is, a CF. But it's also a cargo fighter. All right? The F means fighter, remember?
Oh, so I was half right.
You're half right.
Right.
Okay.
We
All
both
right?
were.
Yeah. So
Now we all right.
There you go. Well, you know what? You're all right. All right. Okay. No, you're half right. I'm sorry. Anyway. That right there is a cargo, I believe. Yeah, that's a cargo aircraft. You can tell. The way, when it has a fat belly like that, it's made for carrying cargo.
Cargo, and that means
people as well as equipment.
As well as equipment.
Right. Hog hauler. In other words, it probably carries tanks.
Oh,
All right. Yeah. It's probably a couple of them. See, that's a C-123K. All right. And the maximum weight is 60,000 pounds.
Also, yeah, cargo.
Yeah.
Speed 205 miles per hour, cruise 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a slow-ass plane, but it was made for cargo.
Okay.
And believe me, it wasn't built for
What's
speed.
this small little thing here? It's like a little bit. I can fly this one.
That's a P.
You sure it's a Pat?
Aye. It's a Pat plane. Yeah.
A Pat fighter.
Yeah.
Shooting star. Crew 1. So that means the
one
driver.
person. Yeah, the one person pilot.
Oh, yeah, the pilot.
And it's something like it's a fighter. I don't know what the P stands for.
I said Pat.
Oh, it's a Pat. That's right. I forgot. I'm sorry. That's a Pat fighter.
Yeah, I like that little one. I can get in there.
Yeah, Patricia kicked a lot of ass in that plane there, folks. Remember that.
That's a shark.
Which one? This one here?
This one right here.
Oh, yeah, the cargo plane there?
Yeah, the cargo plane.
Yeah, that is fat. It's fat like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, P-H-A-T kind of fat, you know what I'm saying?
Look at that big wingspan there.
Now, you know what that is?
No.
That's the most famous aircraft in the Air Force inventory. It's called the B-52.
Oh, I heard of that.
Everybody has.
Oh, the B-52. Oh, they be storing it too, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
What is that?
Okay, now, give me a little history on this plane. This plane is still operational in the Air Force inventory now. It's being replaced by another aircraft called the B-1 and the B-2. All right? But the B-52 was born the same year I was, 1952. So that's when they made shit real good, because it's still here.
Yes.
Okay? And it's still being used. Plus, during Desert Storm, this was the most feared aircraft by the Iraqis. They had a joke going around talking about, what's the quickest way to clear out a bingo hall in Iraq?
B-52.
Yeah, holla B-52. All right? B-52!
Yes.
And you got assholes and elbows running all over the place, okay?
Oh, I like that one.
Yes. That's right, yeah. Iraqi bingo, holla B-52. And you're out of it.
And you're out of it.
All right? But that's the one that I was hired to guard the B-52.
Oh, you were?
As a security person. That's what the plane that I guarded the most. That over there, believe it or not, is the back of the hospital.
Oh,
but see, right, that's on the other side of the fence. On the other side of the fence, you have the Air Force Base itself.
Oh, that planes that operate now?
Yeah, the ones that everything is cool now is on that side.
I want to see that. You don't have to tell me, but I want to see it.
What's that, on the other side?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can see that, yeah.
Of course, I mean, I'm in the modern day. I'm in current time now.
Oh, of course.
History.
Yeah, this is history here. This is a museum. You know, that's why they got the shit in the museum, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And we're going to go in 1994.
Yes. But we still have B-52s operational now. But this is that's one plane. That's a big son of a bitch, man. And it's mostly gas tank.
Mostly what?
It's mostly gas tank. In other words, the stuff back there, you have the cargo bins back there for the bombers, for the bombs. Because this thing could carry a whole shitload of bombs.
Oh, shitload or shitload?
Shitloads of bombs. In other words, when it's flying and it drops bombs, it looks like a shit of bombs.
Oh my God.
That's how many bombs it can carry.
But what is that little additional white plane there? That's the one you're telling me about?
Where?
The additional white airplane right there.
Oh, that's those just tanks or.
Is it connected to the?
Yeah, it's like a big missile. It's like a big missile system connected to it. Yeah, you can shoot them off. Howdy. All right. What's up, guys? Hey, all right. Yeah, we're doing a film for Joycey there. For the folks.
There's only one place in New Jersey, isn't that Hoboken? I'm from New York. Everybody thinks the whole state's one big city.
Yeah, we can tell the accent there.
Giants fans, right?
Of course, the Jersey Giants, right? Except for her. She's one of the traitors in New Jersey. She rooted for Houston.
Well, the Chicago normally, but then since the Knicks beat them out, I went for the Rockets.
Nobody admits it from Chicago. Come on.
Yes, we still
I know
are.
enough people who they say, well, I'm from the suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah, but nobody's actually from
I thought we
Chicago.
always thought the south side.
Hey, fellas, we had a question. That thing on the underneath there, what is that exactly?
That right there is cruise missile.
Okay, I thought
Well,
it was
you
the
did say
missile
missile.
system. Yeah.
That was close enough.
Yeah, because the B-52.
So it's so new looking though.
It is.
It is new. What, they going to keep it there with the B-52? You're not going to use it?
Yeah, they took all
Part of
the.
the museum
It's just,
exhibit.
Yeah.
they didn't use this style very much. This is an old one. They just painted it, hung it, and we don't repaint the top of it. Very big plane.
Yeah.
What a B-36 is all.
That was on my year.
The B-36 is all that here.
Oh, it's older than the B-52.
He brought it in 168 crates.
So it's more
Wow.
than
Assembled it.
Good
Everybody
God.
who worked on it is over 60. I think this is a
Unbelievable.
56 plane here.
Unbelievable.
This is 52.
That's right.
Oh, there's
All the
like
crews
history
that worked
there.
on this thing here in the days, they're over 60 years old now.
That plane right there at the end, that's the B-36. That's the biggest one we got
The
here.
B-36
Oh,
over there?
yeah.
Okay, that's the oldest aircraft and oldest bomber? Or one of the oldest bombers, anyway.
That's the biggest aircraft we got. I think the oldest plane right there is that white one.
I'll be darned.
That's all sanded down.
Yeah, that was that like a cargo plane? Or a bomber?
That's a bomber. It's a light bomber.
Okay. Unbelievable.
So that's the restoration crew there.
Yeah, these are some of the guys that do the restoration stuff. They have different people that come out. Because you see people out here anytime.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
I worked on injection seats for
Yeah.
years.
See, one thing you don't understand about the Air Force, most of the people that keep the shit flying are the maintenance guys that do this. The pilots are the ones that get the glory, but you never see these guys. All right?
Yeah, these are the guys.
These are the ones that make it happen. Yeah, without them, the pilots don't go no
every
goddamn
time I
way.
thought of Air Force, all I'm thinking about is flying.
Right.
I had no idea there was people down here.
You'd be surprised. For every one pilot that's flying, sis, you need to have at least 100 ground people to make it happen.
Sure.
All right? At least that many for every one guy that flies.
There's a crew chief for you. There's a guy who takes care of it.
All right.
It's a B-52.
Without the crew chief and all of them, the pilot don't live.
Been here 16 years.
16? You don't look 16 years old yourself.
That's what people say.
So I'm not
We're
lying.
living in upstate New York, staying away from the city.
Oh, no.
That's right, baby. Wow. You have a nice little talk there.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Oh, yeah, I like
Wasn't that interesting?
Yes.
Yeah. Educational, isn't it?
Very educational.
Yeah.
Travel is the best form of education.
I would say. Now, that looks like a spy plane right there.
It sure does, because there's no doors and stuff.
There you go.
And
But I think it might be a bomber or, let's see what it is.
It's a spy bomber.
Yeah, could be that. Could be that. There's an old bomber right there.
Yeah, U.S. Air Force. Because the last one, I think, is the one he's talking about.
Uh-huh.
The 36.
Yeah, the B-36, yeah.
It was born in 1936.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. No. All right. Let's see what this is.
Okay. FB.
Okay.
Fighter bomber.
Fighter bomber. There you go. 111A.
Yes.
Now, I used to guard these when I was at Pease Air Force Base in New Hampshire. I used to guard these aircraft. And these are some of the loudest son of bitches that you ever heard in your life.
Oh, they was working?
Yeah, when they were working there, all right? This thing is so loud, it makes the air crack. You can hear the air crack around the engine.
Goodness gracious.
And when it takes off, the afterburners kick in. And I mean, you see a big plane coming out the back. A big-ass plane. As it's taking off, looks like a rocket. And I mean, that's amazing to watch that sucker take off. And listening to it can make you go deaf. I was at Pease for 2 years there, sis, right? And when I left Pease, I had about a 10% hearing loss just from being around it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it
Did
took a
you
while.
regain your 10% back?
They say I did, yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah, they say I did. I had to be away from the environment for at least 3 years.
Oh, my.
My 3 years in Italy got me away from the environment at Pease, listening to those B-50, those FB-111s.
Yes.
And the tanker aircraft that were with them.
Yeah.
Because they caused me to have, like you said, about a 10% hearing loss. It fucked my ears up by 10%. All right? But that's how loud they are. They're very loud. Some of the old aircraft, old jet aircraft. This is what?
Oh, it got a nice cobweb on it.
Yeah, you know it's old, right?
Spider web. I mean, I've never seen one that's so perfectly webbed.
Yes, it's very webbed. Now this here is an EB. That means electronic bomber.
Oh, that's a newer plane.
No, it's one of the older ones there.
Oh, well.
This one here.
It's one of the, yeah, electronics in it?
Yeah. In other words, like electronic warfare, maybe a little spying or whatever. But it's an EB, 52E. Canterbury. Something like that. Anyway. Anyway, well, now there's a tanker over there. Now I flew on that sucker from Desert Storm, all the way back from Saudi Arabia to England, then from England to Fairchild Air Force Base up in Washington State. So that was
you was in
about.
Washington State? You was in Washington State?
Well, just to come back, we had to catch a plane from Washington State back here to California. Okay.
Yeah.
From Spokane Airport.
I can stand on them steps right there?
Yeah, yes you can.
Oh, good. So good. I can stand up there and wait.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. But that's a tanker aircraft. That's called a KC-135. And the KC means, K means fuel.
Somebody's working in there.
Yeah, I know. They're restoring it. All right, K means fuel and C means cargo.
K means fuel?
Yeah, see, that's a flying gas tank. That refuels other aircraft while they're in the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's called air-to-air refueling.
Get the heck out of here.
Oh, yeah. It's done every day.
Every day now?
Yeah, it's done now.
And then?
Yeah, and then. See, this aircraft here is still operational. They have ones like this still flying now.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay, but
Now,
they just have one type of every plane out here.
Yeah.
Every aircraft, I
Absolutely.
should say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
KC-135. This is one of the older ones here.
Oh, boy.
So KC-135. And like I said, the K means fuel. That's the aircraft word for fuel. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
But anytime you see K, it means fuel. And the C means cargo, of course. Now, you can also carry passengers in that because, like I said, I've flown in this thing many times as a passenger.
Oh.
Like when doing Lafayette's funeral, when I flew all the way to New Jersey, I flew in one of these.
No.
From Travis Air Force Base. Yeah, a tanker that happened to be going to McGuire.
Oh, good, yes.
Okay.
All right, let me run over here.
So that's the hop that I took from here to New Jersey.
Well.
A little creaky, but it works. Yes.
KC.
Yeah, KC-135. And that's an old one.
A crew of 4, though.
What's that now?
A crew of 4.
Yeah, but you can have about 100-some passengers on there.
Yeah, you put them down in the cargo area.
Yeah, and they got like parachute seats that you can sit on. Sometimes they put regular seats in there.
Open it up.
Yeah, maybe they'll let you come in. I'm not sure. But they're just doing restoration work right now.
God, I didn't know there was this many aircraft down here.
There's quite a few of them. And this ain't nothing compared to the one at Davis-Monthan. Now, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Arizona, that's what you call the official boneyard of the Air Force. Anything that's no longer in use, they retire it there. And that's like a massive aircraft graveyard.
Hi there.
How you doing?
How you doing today?
All right. This is my sister from New Jersey, and I'm trying to show her some of the Air Force's aircraft.
Bring her on up.
Yeah, come on up. Go on up there, sis.
Wow.
All right. Like I said, I flew on this kind of aircraft from Desert Storm. This is 24 hours worth of flying I did on this. All right. And I flew to New Jersey on this from here, or from Travis. So you can see that it's not the most comfortable one in the world to fly on, but if it's free.
Very metal.
Yes.
And friendly.
Yeah.
Also, that's the seating area here?
Yes, it is. That's a seating area for a KC-135.
What?
I'm going to put it on the indoor setting now. Here we go. It's kind of dark in here.
Oh, does it get cold?
It gets cold as hell when you're 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
And it's real hard to heat this sucker when you're up there.
You got two temperatures in here, hot and cold.
Hot and cold. If it's on the ground in the summertime, it's hotter than a son of a bitch. It's about 100-some degrees in here.
Wow.
Because they got to close all these doors when it's taxiing out. I've sat in this plane sometimes for about 45 minutes to an hour in 120-degree heat.
Gee.
Yeah.
Is that the cockpit there?
Yeah, that's the cockpit up there.
Let's see what that
We're
looks
cruising.
like. I've never been in a cockpit before.
Okay, well, here's your chance.
Okay. Look, there's a coffee.
Yeah, you got coffee and you got a bathroom, which is right to your left. Right there, that's the latrine.
Sure is.
And military language, the bathroom is called a latrine.
Latrine. I heard my dad say that.
Okay, and that's what it is. This is the latrine.
And who sits here?
Where?
Right here.
On the toilet? No.
Boom operator.
Yeah, the boom operator. Okay, he's the guy who takes that little thing that is like a little gas pump, and he sticks it in the other aircraft.
Oh, okay.
All right, and that's what pumps the fuel into the other aircraft while they're in the air.
While they're in the air.
Right. This is a flying gas tank. The navigator sits right there.
What the navigator does? Tell the other ones what to do?
No, he
tells the
tells
pilot where to go.
There you go.
Okay.
He says, pilot, go to hell. No. He says, all right, go left, go right, go north, go south.
He gives him his headings. Also, the boom operator has another job up there of operating the sextant a lot of times. With the sextant goes right up here, and he has a stool he pulls out and puts on the floor here. He stands on it and he shoots the stars at night, and for navigation purposes. And then he relays his readings down to the navigator. The navigator plots the courses and stuff.
Get out of here. So that's how it all happened. And this, I always wanted to see all these dials and knobs.
You got the pilot and the co-pilot. The pilot is normally the aircraft commander. Okay, he's the guy, he's like the captain of a ship. This is his ship. And normally he's of the grade of a captain to a major. Normally you don't get a light colonel that would fly one of these. They normally fly those like Denevac's and that sort of thing. But normally it's a captain who's the aircraft commander. And he's like the captain of a ship. It's the same thing. So in other words, he's the absolute authority on this aircraft when he's aircraft
He
commander.
could be lesser ranked than the other ones, and he's still being charged.
He's still in charge. Anything he says is the law.
So when you study to be a pilot, you have to know all these operational switches.
Yeah, they're not that hard once you get down to pattern of what they mean. 'Cause a lot of them just measure fuel, how much wind speed you have, how many knots you're flying, what's happening on each and every wing or each and every engine.
Okay.
Okay?
So you got to have all those dials out there for each engine. You got 4 engines on this one. So the 52 would have 8 of those. Have 4 more of those.
Yeah. Because the dials just tell you what's happening with the engine.
So the co-pilot, why he have a steering wheel?
Because in case the pilot drops dead or can't do it, and I mean that literally.
Yeah, I know you
In case
do.
he can't, you have to have 2. He's a backup.
And there's times when the pilot gets up and goes back and takes a rest. And he carries
Oh.
over, see? He can lay down, and then he gets up when they land or something like that.
So the same information that's over here is over here too?
Absolutely.
Great, amazing. Do they have snacks and things? Do they eat
Yeah.
snacks? And,
Yeah.
you mean they can take their hands off the wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because they can fly with this here completely closed off where you can't even see out of here.
Yeah.
They fly strictly by instrument and radar.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. See
Yeah.
those shields up there we got
Yeah.
there? It says
No.
left-hand side pilot. That's radiation guards is what it is. And they close it all off in case they're over in an area where there might be radiation or bombs or something like that.
Right.
Because that would blind them if they didn't have that on them.
Sure enough. Sure
Because
enough.
it kills the retina in your eyes,
Yeah.
and radiation hits your eyes, then you would go blind instantly. Because the retina in your eyes would be burned
Now,
out.
is this where the parachuters jump out at?
No.
This is where, if the crew had to bail out, this is where they would go. They would take and pull this pin, pull this down. That in turn would release the pins on the door down there, on the
Yes.
forward part of it. And then he would fire 2,000 psi of pressure on this like a guillotine right here. And that would shoot down, the door goes off, and it acts as a windbreak. And they can hang on to this and come down and drop out of here and get into the airstream before they'll get away from the aircraft and get into the airstream. See, that breaks their wind.
Okay.
You gotta get
Oh,
out of
yeah.
They got that shit designed, don't they?
Yes.
And this is an old one. This ain't even one of the new ones.
This is 8 mile. This came here in 1957.
Isn't that something?
August 8th of 57.
This is an old boy right here. Once you get on the train, the way they got that hooked up in there,
Yeah. Where's the toilet?
right there.
Oh, the toilet's out of there
They
now.
took it out?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, it's,
But that's the piston right there.
they took it out.
Oh, that's for the men.
Yeah, about that. That other deal in there's for a battery. That battery goes in there.
Oh.
Okay.
Aircraft battery.
You gotta remember, they didn't,
Aircraft battery?
Uh-huh.
You need a battery like the battery in my car?
They need a battery too.
yeah, to start it up, yeah. But now, they didn't design it for women. These things, you gotta remember, everything was designed for just men,
Oh, yeah.
okay? Because in those days, a woman in a, it wasn't thought of.
But now they have
Yeah.
a complete crew of nothing but women. One crew that had it, nothing but women.
Believe it or
Without
not,
the
yeah.
whole aircraft.
Pilot, co-pilot?
Yeah, everything.
And they have a lot of women boom operators now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very common now to have
Yeah.
a woman boom operator.
So, but back in the 50s when they made this,
Yeah.
a woman wasn't even thought of. You wouldn't, ain't no
No.
way in hell a woman would be in here.
They were thought of, but not up in here.
Not up in here. They thought of when they got on the ground, but not up in here.
Very much so.
But this is where we sit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of passengers in
They had
here.
4 bunks in here. They had 2 up here, and then another one went below this one over here for the
See the
crew.
bunks? Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
go to
They
sleep
had a
right
curtain that went across here that could block it off. They could live up here for a few days. They had their APU back there, which is the power on the aircraft, and they could heat up sandwiches, coffee, and so forth up here.
MRE?
Yeah, something, or box nasties we call them. Or box
See all the
lunches.
wiring you got in here? You have 14 miles of wires in that.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at all this wiring.
14 miles.
14
But
miles.
it's all geared to that front part there.
Oh, all over.
All over. It goes throughout the whole aircraft.
Yeah.
You even got some going out through the wings and everything. See?
Well, why is it padded like this?
Well, that's padded for insulation and also for radiation barrier.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really gonna. It doesn't do all that great a job as far as keeping the cold out of the
No, it doesn't.
warm end. You know,
Yeah.
but
It helps a little bit. Without it, you'd be in serious shit.
Yeah.
You
So
would
what
be.
is your function on here? I see you have the tag of the
I've worked. I was here in the first case he hit the runway, and I was here in the first B-52 hit the runway out here. I worked on Mr. Cassidy for 12 years, and I had a specialized shop. We took care of all the fuel systems and IFR and the water injection systems of the aircraft. This aircraft has water injection also. It uses has a tank that holds 670 gallons of demineralized water.
Yeah.
And on takeoff, that would dump about 80 gallons a minute into each engine, in the front of each engine, and it would cool the it's air down. It doesn't cool any part of the engine down, but it cools the air and gives the air more density, and in turn gives it more thrust to get off the ground.
Right.
So, in other words, you're an engineer.
No.
Not really, no.
But for all this knowledge that you
aircraft
have of this
maintenance.
here,
It's almost like you need an engineering degree.
Yeah.
Because these
right.
maintenance guys know more shit than you can shake a stick at. They know a lot of stuff.
And this here, over here is a box that they used to heat the water heater up. There's the water down there to keep it from freezing.
Yeah.
And if it got too cold, they would just dump it. It'd take 18 minutes to dump that big tank on the ground.
Oh.
But this is what they kept it heated up with. All that water down there.
Now, on a newer aircraft, they don't have that.
No, the new aircraft has turbofans and stuff like that. They don't need the water injection.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of difference. See, now the boom operator in a newer aircraft is back here.
That's where he is anyway.
Yeah, he lies down back here.
Yeah.
And he
That's where
operates
he goes when he's going to be offload too. Otherwise, he can ride up front. He acts like another pair of eyes. So
Yeah.
Oh,
He lies down, he operates those instruments, and that sends that boom is like a large gas dispenser, like at a gas station. The big pump thing comes out, and it sticks into a little hole in the aircraft. It screws it in, right, automatically by hydraulics, and then he turns it on, pumps the fuel in, and when he finishes pumping the fuel in, he turns it off, you know, and then unscrews it out, and lowers.
Disconnect. It snaps in place is what it does. It just snaps in place.
Oh, it snaps in
It
place.
locks in place. Just snaps and locks in place, and then they can disengage it.
Okay.
And then it pumps back up.
Yeah.
And it's got a plunger in the end of it, so they lose very little fuel on this connection or disconnection.
What are these here?
Oxygen tank.
Oxygen tank. And how, you release it for the people that's
Well,
inside
it's
here?
just for everybody up here or down there too. It's just extra oxygen they carry along because this aircraft has a ceiling of 50,000 feet.
Yeah. So when you're up that high, you lose oxygen if you lose pressure.
And they say at 47 you're
You're high.
you're high. And for this one here.
But the plane I took here was they climbed to 35,000.
Yeah. And that's a regular passenger, so they got all that shit hooked up. But for an old one like this, it wasn't built for comfort. This is built for business.
For
See,
business.
they haul a lot of cargo in here too. So that way they can haul troops along the side, they can haul cargo down the middle, they made it a dual purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
They can haul 80 troops in here if they have to.
See?
They can haul up 80 troops. They can put more seats in. They got some big wheels coming, they can put plush seats down through the center here
I've
and
seen
just plush it up.
Yep, they could do that.
And if you want to look down there, you can go down there and look at that boom operator's compartment if you want to go down there and look.
Yeah, you can look down there. Sure, it's just safe. And like I say, they lie down on their belly and operate those instruments.
Oh.
Okay.
Two can lay in here.
Yeah.
They could actually got three. We took the mat out where you're at now because people go in and out to look at us. We just put that rubber mat down there. But you can have an instructor on one side. You can have another student boom operator on the other side. So that's the reason for the three. But all the business is done right in the center.
Oh,
That's
right
all
in the center.
Right in the center there. He lays on his stomach, or her, she lays on her stomach there. And the outside there, the cove door on the outside there lifts up so there's nothing obstructing the view. And you have a clear view right up the back.
Isn't that amazing?
And if you look at those pictures up there, you see exactly what I'm talking about because they were taken out of there. Right
Yeah,
there. They're
right
taken
in
out
there.
of the back of this.
Ooh, that feels good right there.
This aircraft holds 31,200 gallons of fuel.
That's a lot of fuel.
And that weighs almost 203,000 pounds just for the fuel.
Can you believe that? That's, what, how many tons is that? About
You got
40.
2,000 pounds to a ton.
Yeah, so multiply that,
And
that's quite a bit. And they usually measure fuel by pounds. They don't, when the Air Force, they don't use gallons. They say we have so many thousands of pounds of fuel. Okay?
So they have it both ways so you can...
Yeah. In case it's civilian, they say gallons. But if,
here they can pull these up here and check down, see if their gears are down and locked.
Oh.
And if they're not down and locked, then they got a crank over here. They can reach down here and they can crank them down, on down, and they got the flaps where they can also do the same. For the flaps, if it's not down. And they have one for the nose gear up there also.
well, you've got a unique opportunity because not many people see the cockpit and all that.
Oh, yes, I really did.
If you
But
wanted
when
to
you
take
have
a picture in the seat up there, you can go into it.
Yeah, did you want to sit in the seat?
Yeah.
Have a picture because there's nobody around.
Boy, you got lucky.
Boy, did I get lucky. I'm glad I chose to come
They
over.
normally don't even open up out till around 10 o'clock.
Oh, they open up. People
And I
can come up in here.
Yeah, I just come out when we're all volunteers, so I just come out when I want to. And I generally come out all day Saturday and Sunday, but...
Yeah, go on up there, sis. Go ahead and sit in that seat.
Unchain it.
Okay. And you're one of the very few people who ever get to sit in one of those seats.
Well, I'm very, very honored.
There you go.
Proud of it. I'm going to sit in the captain's seat, okay?
Go ahead. Go ahead and sit in the captain's seat.
I
Aye, Captain.
kind of have a feeling that I'm going to...
Oh, you Captain, but I can't get no more fuel, Captain, now.
Oh.
Scotty, I need more fuel.
Let me put on these
Yes, go
shades
ahead.
here and get...
And you're piloting your plane.
Now, you don't have to use keys for this.
No,
video.
you don't, because they started up with instruments outside.
Okay.
With a starter unit, they call it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there you
so
go.
I'm not going to touch any
No.
switches or anything, but I'm
Okay.
just going to hold on here.
There you go. Vroom, vroom.
Hey, girl. Hey, Oz, Cortez, the boy, Emmanuel, look at me.
See, Mom is flying a plane.
Put my switch here, switch there, switch there.
Yeah, those are the instruments there.
Now, this is the thing you pull back when you're ready to
Yeah,
take off.
a lot of it's hydraulics.
Hydraulic.
Yeah, because they operate the flaps on the wings, which cause the air pressure to go certain ways where you can make the airplane go up or down.
No, but you know what? I still never found those. Got seatbelts in here too, huh?
Yeah, you got to have the seatbelts. You got to have those.
Now, you still haven't shown me the area where if you had the parachute.
Okay, you go through the parachute doors. They got that big door right there.
No, that's the only place there is the parachute, right here.
Okay, now troops. If this is carrying troops, they couldn't parachute
That's the way
out.
it goes.
Okay.
It'd be awful risky trying to get out of here because the first place the wind's stream and
Would
everything.
knock you into
They
the
have to go out the front here.
Yeah.
They have to go out through there, like I showed
Oh,
you.
that's where you parachute at.
You have to go out right there, like I showed you.
Just like you showed us.
Yeah.
Guillotine
right in
shoot, the pair goes down there and blocks the wind.
Right.
The door flies off, and
Yeah.
that's how they'd have to get out.
But it does have the parachute.
When
seat.
we're all loaded in
Those
here, we
just
don't
for
have
passengers.
parachutes on.
Yeah, it wouldn't do you any
A
good.
bunch of us going in, like going over to Hawaii or someplace for a mission for a couple weeks or so. That we're going to be working on the planes while they're refueling the fighters back and forth. We all in here. You don't have any parachutes. They got all your toolboxes. They have extra engines strapped down in here, and all the equipment and the stuff that you would need for.
Oh, I see this Valley Bomber. Last flight for City of Atwater. So Atwater Air Force Base is closing down. Castle Air Force
It's
Base.
closing down. It'll be definitely closed down this next year. In fact, in today's Valley Bomber, if you get a hold of the Valley Bomber,
Yeah,
which
every
you probably
Friday.
have some inside the place up here, it tells you when everything is closing down.
Oh my God.
They got a list in there when everything's going to be completely done and when they're closing down.
All right, I got to get that.
Yeah,
This
you
is
got
what
that.
he sees out, or she sees out of the back end when she's refueling. He's refueling her. This is the exact view. That's what's taken right out the back. And this is the F4 that they're refueling right here. See, and then it goes in behind and back in here. So they both maintain the same speed, and the boom operator say forward, aft, up or down. They got, get them synchronized, and then he just puts it right into the receptacle. And same on the 52.
So will after the Air Force Base is closed down here, will the museum still be here?
The museum's going to stay here, yeah. They just put in an expensive watering system coming all the way out so it gets looking nice and green like it did up front when you come in.
Yes, that's right.
But they
Put it
stopped
back on
it
the
on the
outdoor
other side of
side.
a plane here. They didn't come any further. Except for right now.
Is this amazing or what, eh?
Hi there.
All right. Say hello to folks in New Jersey.
Well, Jean, right?
Gene,
Tiff?
yeah.
Pat Ryan.
Yeah.
Pleasure. My pleasure.
You sign our book for you. They can start off the day with signing the guest book.
Yeah, sign the guest book there. Where's that? Right over there, yeah. Yeah, just throw my name in there too. What do you say? All right. Pat is signing the guest
You
book
see
now.
the big long one up front there, the SR-71?
Oh yeah, she was amazed at that one there.
Flies over 2,350 miles an hour.
They still don't even tell you what the real speed was.
And he goes over 85,000 feet ceiling.
Isn't that something there? That's up in space, in other words, up there right above the atmosphere, thereabouts. That's right.
And you're going to have to go and see the old 36 over here they're putting together.
The who?
B-36.
Oh, the B-30, yeah, right, the
There's only
oldest
4
one.
left.
That's right, that's
It's
the
all
one, the
4. And
oldest
this one
one.
here is the RB.
Do we have the Enola Gay around here?
No,
Or
it's
something
up
like
at one of the other base. It's up on one of the other BCMs.
that? Okay,
But it's just like the one out here.
okay. Now the one, that was a what, a B-36 or
No, that
a
was a
B-24?
B-29.
Right,
They
B-29.
had the Enola Gay, and there was 2 of them at the time. When there was the Enola Gay and the boxcar, which the other one's called boxcar.
Okay, and both were B-29s?
They're both B-29s, and they're both was over there.
All right, sis, you know what the B-29 did?
No, what?
Okay, World War II, the bombs, the bombers that dropped the 2 atomic bombs on Japan. All right, we have an aircraft like that here, the B-29.
B-29.
Yeah,
Every time we get Japanese tourists here,
they hate them.
First thing they'll come up and ask us is, where's this plane at to drop the bomb?
No shit.
Every one of them want to know, where's this plane at to drop the bomb?
So
They didn't ask me here.
B-plane or one of the planes?
One of the planes, but the plane is located at what Air Force Base?
I'm not sure.
Is that
I think it's
Davis
around
Mountain?
Tucson or Ohio
Oh,
or something.
Davis Mountain is Tucson.
There's
yeah.
a big one in Tucson,
That's the
Ohio,
boneyard.
and there's one in Offutt.
Okay. Now Ohio's Wright-Patterson.
Wright
That's
Pat.
the museum of the Air Force right
Yeah.
there.
Right,
So maybe
that's
right
probably
there.
where it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's where they keep the showing up museum pieces there. That's that whole air base is a museum for the Air Force. It's called
And the one
Wright-Patterson.
next door to the B-36, that's what they called the Peacemaker.
That's the one we want to go and see.
It's called the Peacemaker. They never had to fire a shot, in anger.
Isn't that something there?
It carried they called it the Peacemaker because it carried around an atomic bomb in there that was 24.5 foot long and weighed 21 tons.
Isn't that something there? That's a serious atomic bomb.
And that bomb never did get dropped.
No,
No.
they didn't drop that one. And that's just what they said. It was a peacemaker. And they
All
see
right.
that bad boy come,
Yeah, they want to make
They know
peace.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they could fly her for a long time.
Yeah. Now, would you want to mess with anybody who has a bomb weighing that?
No, not even that size.
Right. Even if they didn't have a damn thing in it, I still wouldn't want to mess with
Concussion of
them.
hitting the ground would be enough to.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at the wingspan on this thing.
Yeah, this is a big boy. And you used to see, now the replacement, you haven't seen the replacement for the KC-135, the KC-10? Now that's a big boy right there.
You
They
can
don't
walk
have it
out
here.
in the boom compartment. You can just walk into it and sit down on the chair.
Yeah, it's that big, the KC-10.
And one engine, I believe, is about the same as all four of these.
That's right. That's a big boy.
Over there.
Yeah, one engine is the same as all these. On the KC-10, that's a big boy right there. You ain't seen nothing until you seen the KC-10. All right? I've seen the general flying the KC-10. Was General, was it McPeak when he visited here, or was it,
I think so. I'm not
yeah.
sure. I can't.
Or, no, he was the 15th Air Force General when they had SAC, when we were still under SAC. And that was General, I can't remember his name, though. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the older guy with the gray hair, kind of skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name right offhand. But he flew the KC-10 right here to Castle. Man, that was back in 1991, I think it was. Yeah.
See, tell me, how many aircraft are in this museum? Do you know?
I think there's around 4.
Yeah. Because when I first seen them last time, it looked like it was
We got one, the little one crossed over here, jumped out.
Yeah. So you do maintenance on all of them?
I worked on started on the B-47 on the church right next door here.
Yeah.
And then on KC-97, that's probably the tank thing.
Yeah.
That one. And I worked at 52s,
Mm-hmm.
KCs, and when I retired, I was on a FP-111 over there.
Oh, yeah, that's the one we looked at.
That's what
Yeah.
they call the aardvark.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I was on that when I
We got
retired.
that one.
Yeah, I used to guard those at Pease Air Force Base, the FB-111s.
That's where I was at, Pease Air Force.
No kidding.
That's where I set up the shop for the FP-111.
I'll be darned. I told Sister I had a 10% hearing loss from, because I'm an SP on the Air Police.
Yeah,
And I used to stand out there for 12 hours at a time guarding those damn things.
yeah,
And listen to those engines run. And I left there with about a 10% hearing loss.
yeah.
Because when they're so loud, they make the air crackle around them.
Oh yeah, they got 2 engines in them.
Yeah, they're very powerful.
Yeah, you know what? That would have been good though if you'd have
How you
told me.
doing?
In the window up there.
Yeah, that would have been
Tell you
nice.
about the B-36 too.
Yeah, where's the B-36 at? Is that the one over there?
Right next door.
Okay. You one of the B-36 guys, eh?
No.
One of the originals. How you doing?
Say hi to the folks in New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey.
We're just doing a video for the folks back there.
Oh, okay.
You jumped out the way.
That's not
Some
gonna
people are
work.
camera shy.
Oh, we have another spot.
Shooting, I didn't see any flashing red lights.
Oh, no, nothing
No.
like that.
This is one of the other
Yeah, one of the old
models.
ones here, yeah. Just don't have all the fancy stuff on it there. All right. But that's the B-36 over there?
That certainly is.
Okay, that's the Peacekeeper right there, right?
That's what they used to call it.
Okay. That's the one I used to fly all the time. And would fly, and they would have one in the air all the time. All right?
Well, I guess they did.
Yeah,
They
that,
do about 35, up to 35 hours per mission. They couldn't refuel it because nothing's big enough to carry fuel for it.
Mhm.
It could stay airborne for up to 40 hours without refueling.
yeah.
What?
So even the KCs couldn't refuel it?
Didn't have KCs in those days.
And
This
you're
was
right.
in the 1950s.
That's true, too.
So,
Yeah, and you're right. The KC came along in, what, 1957, right?
yeah, just after we got the 47s, they needed something to refuel the 47s.
Yeah. Amazing.
All of them,
Those are just all
piston
go
engine
through.
aircraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
230-foot wingspan.
Ooh,
But it's not as...
It's bigger than anything else physically that's ever been
Oh.
in the airport.
wow.
So that's the
Six
B...
piston engines.
B-36.
Well, where's that, that's the one the fellow was telling us about, that's
yeah.
not his?
Right, the B-36 is the Peacekeepers. Did you want to take a close look at it, or is it good just from here?
That's good distance there.
Okay. Yeah, because we see the whole thing there.
Yeah, good.
Okay, well, guess
So
we'll...
there's 2 or 3 other planes over there,
Yeah, just a
aircraft
few of
in
them
there.
there, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
the
those are-
ones sort of waiting whether they're going to be fixed.
It's going to be restored, huh?
Yeah, because they got to paint them, and all that costs a lot of money. It does. It's a great deal of money.
This aircraft again here is $140 a gallon.
Isn't that something?
Use a special paint.
Yeah.
$140 a gallon.
A gallon.
For the paint.
Yeah, a gallon. The
Yes.
same little gallons I
Yeah.
buy to paint my apartment
Yeah.
with.
You don't put ordinary paint on them damn things.
No.
No, you don't. They cost a lot of money.
It's very nice speaking with
All
you.
right, take it easy, guy. Thanks. All right, then. See, I tell you, that's when they depend on the private donations. The stuff ain't cheap. Ain't nothing here cheap. And you really couldn't pay anybody to do this. You wouldn't have enough money. That's why you have to have volunteers.
That's absolutely one of them. Don't get paid.
How long you been here?
Oh, I've been here altogether about 10 months now. I've got almost 1,000 hours
Oh,
on.
you come from another state.
Yeah, I went to Marchford now.
Yeah, that's down in Southern California, March.
Down by Riverside.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the one that you chose to go to.
one of them there.
Yeah, one of the ones.
Vandenberg's the other one I wanted to go to. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
dear.
Thanks, sir.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Good lesson here, huh? Learned a lot, didn't you?
Good night. Stuff I never even thought I would learn, but then, hey, I came to an Air Force base,
There you
so
go.
I suppose I know something.
Well, now you know why I love the Air Force so much, huh?
Yes, it's very interesting.
Yes, it is. You never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
No, there's always something new. And you get around all this stuff, you get to see all this stuff. Things that, you know, at home we never think about.
Oh, I'm going to have a chance today.
I know that's right.
After I put my little sunblock on.
Mhm.
Just so that I can get to my swimwear, but it's not too hot today. I got to wait till it gets hot.
Oh, of
While I
course.
get that water.
Of course.
I don't have a bathing cap either.
Well, hey, don't worry about it.
So I can't understand you.
Oh, you can't? Okay. Well, in that case, don't get your head wet. All you do is just stand around and swim. Your head on it. That head doesn't have to get wet.
Barbara and I talked about it.
She might have it. Plus, that Barber's complex, they got a swimming pool anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, I can have a little more fun while there. But I want you to be there too.
Okay, yeah. I'll be around. Yeah, I'll be there.
That's like you want to go and say, hey, you don't want to be my little kid.
Isn't this fun? Great. Now, shall I keep it rolling or turn it off, or what do you want to do?
Okay, like off.
Okay, you seen enough then?
Yeah.
Will this be enough for the folks in Jersey?
This would be quite a bit for the folks in Jersey.
Okay, say what your little departing piece on here.
Okay, we're going to leave the Cancel Air Force Base at this time. No, the Air Force Museum.
Right.
Because I'm going to mosey on over to the gym. I think I might do a couple of rolls.
Okay,
Okay?
that'll work.
Okay, so we're just fading out,
Okay.
signing out.
Okay, so long, Pat.
So long, and thanks a lot.
All right.